Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. There's a powerful myth in the world of modern dating, one that men hear so often it starts to feel like truth. That myth is simple: women only love money. It's echoed in conversations, joked about in memes, and plastered across social media. But just because something is repeated doesn't make it true. Here's the reality: while financial stability matters, it's not what truly captures a woman's heart. It may open the door, but it doesn't keep her interest. It doesn't earn her respect. In fact, there are 6 things women secretly crave far more than wealth. Things they feel before they can explain. Traits that make her lean in. That stir something ancient in her psychology, deeply wired, emotionally magnetic, and beyond logic. These qualities aren't about material possessions. They're rooted in something far deeper: stoic masculinity, grounded presence, and inner leadership. And the best part? You don't need to be rich to master them. You just need to become intentional about who you are becoming. So stick with me until the end, because understanding these 6 traits could shift how women see you and how you see yourself forever. Let's dive in. 1. Silent confidence. The power she feels. Without you saying a word. There's a man who walks into a room and, without saying a word, something changes. Not because of a designer suit, not because of flashy jewelry, but because of his energy. He doesn't need to speak to be noticed. He doesn't seek validation. He radiates certainty. This is what we call silent confidence, a presence rooted in deep self-trust. Women feel that instantly, even before they register why. It's biological. Evolution trained women to recognize strength, not through noise, but through quiet presence. The man who isn't trying to prove anything usually has nothing to prove. He walks with intention. His posture speaks volumes. His movements are deliberate, not rushed or erratic. When he locks eyes, it isn't for approval, it's acknowledgement. When your energy says, "I'm good with who I am," she senses it. And when your decisions are firm, but not forceful, she respects it. In a world of insecure men trying to buy love or attention, quiet strength becomes a rare currency. It says, "You're safe here. I don't need you to complete me. I stand on solid ground." And that message reaches a woman at a level deeper than logic. It taps into a primal instinct.
Money might spark interest, but silent confidence? That makes her feel drawn to you again and again without knowing why. 2. Leadership. Direction over domination. Let's get one thing straight. Leadership isn't about controlling others. It's not about barking orders, raising your voice, or forcing outcomes. Real leadership is calm, collected, clear. It's about direction. And in relationships, that makes all the difference. A woman can be strong, successful, and independent, and many are. But deep within her feminine core, she wants to know, can I lean on him when I'm tired? Can I feel safe around his decisions? Can I trust where he's going? She doesn't want to carry everything alone. She doesn't want to be the one constantly steering. She wants to relax into trust. And that only happens when you, as a man, lead with strength, not ego.
You take initiative. You handle small decisions with confidence. You notice shifts in her mood and gently bring them into the open instead of avoiding them. You don't say, "I don't know, what do you want?" You offer a plan and adjust as needed. This isn't about dominance. It's about providing direction when things feel uncertain. When the storm hits, you don't panic. You stay composed, steady, focused. That's what allows her to soften. That's what makes her feel safe to be vulnerable. Money can pay for dinner. Leadership sets the emotional tone of the relationship. One creates comfort, the other builds trust. 3. Purpose. The fire she can feel in your soul. There's something deeply magnetic about a man who knows where he's going, not just what job he wants or what car he drives, but what kind of impact he's here to make. A man with purpose wakes up with meaning. He doesn't drift, he drives. And that drive, that energy of, "I'm building something bigger than myself," that's one of the most attractive forces in the world. Women don't fall in love with your lifestyle. They fall in love with your vision. They want to know, what fuels this man? What wakes him up in the morning? What keeps him moving forward when life gets hard? A man chasing something real doesn't need distractions. He doesn't live on autopilot. He's present, focused, alive, and that kind of energy inspires everything around him. Even if your dream is still in its early stages, if you're taking steps every day, you're already ahead of the crowd. Because most men are drifting, not driven. Purpose adds depth to your words, weight to your actions, and value to your presence. A man with direction is a man who pulls her into a journey, not just a lifestyle. And that's a ride she'll remember. 4. Emotional stability. The anchor in her storm. In the chaos of life, emotions fly. Things break, plans fall apart, people get triggered. What she's watching isn't whether you feel emotions. She knows you do. She's watching how you handle them. Because emotional stability isn't about being cold. It's about being grounded. It's being the kind of man who can take a breath when most others explode, who responds instead of reacts, who can sit in silence without panicking. That creates something no amount of money can buy: emotional safety. A woman doesn't need you to rescue her from her emotions. She just needs to know your emotions won't become another storm she has to weather. When you can hold steady during tension, when you can listen during conflict, when you can stay calm when things don't go your way, you show her that she can lean into you without fear. That's rare, and rare becomes irresistible. Emotional control doesn't make you less of a man, it makes you more of one, because only the strong can stay calm when chaos strikes. 5. Social intelligence. Influence. Without performance. There's a man who walks into a room and doesn't have to say much. People just notice him, gravitate toward him, trust him. He's not loud, he doesn't interrupt, but his presence is strong, grounded, warm. That's called social intelligence. And women watch it closely. Because from an evolutionary standpoint, being accepted by the group meant survival. The man who's respected by others, trusted by his peers, that man sends a powerful signal. I'm stable, I'm safe, I'm someone worth being around. Social intelligence isn't about charm or telling jokes. It's about understanding energy, reading a room, and navigating dynamics with grace. It's knowing when to listen and when to speak. It's how you treat the waiter, not just the date. It's how you introduce her to your circle. It's the way people light up when you walk in. Women don't just watch how you treat them, they watch how you treat everyone. And when you're respected by others, admired quietly, welcomed warmly, she sees it, she feels it, and it tells her, this man knows how to lead socially, emotionally, and relationally. That's high value. That's unforgettable. 6. Discipline. The silent signal that you're going somewhere. You can't fake discipline. You either have it, or you're working on it. And a disciplined man is one who earns respect without ever asking for it. He doesn't need to brag. His habits speak louder than words. He's up before others. He trains when no one's watching. He finishes what he starts. He keeps promises to others and to himself. That's rare. And when a woman sees it, she knows. This man is going somewhere. I don't need to push him, he's already moving. Discipline isn't just about fitness or finances. It's how you show up in all areas of life. Your body reflects it. Your calendar reflects it. Your relationships reflect it. A man who denies short-term pleasure for long-term purpose is a man with strength. Because that level of consistency proves something no flashy lifestyle can. You are dependable. And in a world where too many men say one thing and do another, that makes you stand out in the best way. Let's be clear, money matters. But it's not what makes you unforgettable. Women may admire success, but they fall for presence. They fall for men who lead with purpose, who stay calm in chaos, who are respected by others and aligned within themselves. And here's the best part. All of this is within your control. You don't need a luxury lifestyle. You need discipline, purpose, emotional strength. You need to become the man you respect, because when you become that man, she won't just want you, she'll respect you. And respect is where real love begins. If this video gave you clarity, hit like, subscribe for more insights on Stoicism, dating, and becoming the strongest version of yourself. And drop a comment below. Which one of these traits are you working on right now? I'll see you in the next one.